Hey, hello, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, hey, how's it going? Thanks for being a part of what's going on. So normally I do Pokemon content for the most part, but I do play a little bit of Digimon on the side. I do work at a card shop where we sell Digimon, have Digimon events and Digimon tournaments, and I did have some strong nostalgia for all the different games and the anime series, but I try not to, double dip, but without, going too crazy. I do absolutely love Terriermon. So we're going to take a look at my current green Terriermon, Digiburst, Rapidmon, whatever you want to call it, kind of deck. So let's start off with our Digitama eggs first. We're rocking 5. I am playing 4 Gummymon. That way, you see the one you want the most, and you have an extra one for those weird matchups. But during your turn, when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you draw a card. And there's a lot of things in here that suspend their stuff. So we're rocking 4 Gummies, and we've got 1 Minomon. This is just to help get Nidhogg or Gargo over threats, basically. So just that extra little push, it really does help out in the long run here. But yeah, those are the eggs. We'll throw them down here. And then we'll start with the rest of the deck. Start with the level 3s. Our rookies. We're rocking 4 copies of Terriermon. I do have mixed arts. I do have 4 of these, but I absolutely love this. I have the matching sleeves that my fiance got me. So I gotta rock the mixed arts here. This is the Terriermon that stops your opponent from gaining memory except for tamers. So this cuts off the memory boosts and other effects like that. So this is really beneficial to have in play sometimes. And it's a Terriermon name. We've got 4 copies of the BT8 Terriermon. I've got the nice pre-release versions here. On play, look at the top 5, find a Gargo or a Rapid, and then put the rest on the bottom. So this just helps you find your Rapidmon, your Gargomon, and it just kind of your searcher, your floater, whatever you want to call it, whatever the correct term is. But definitely got to play 4 of these as well. And we're playing 4 more Terriermon, so 12 Terriermon total. We've got the new one from EX2. I don't have the alts. I don't really like the alts for this card, unfortunately. They just look like VHS tape ripoffs from a VHS tape of Tamers. But once during your turn, when you play a green Tamer, gain a memory. It doesn't happen too often, but the real reason it's here is for the inheritable effect. When they suspend, you get 2,000 DP for the turn. And then to round out the level 3s, I've got 1 Ikakimon and 1 Argomon. They're pretty much just the same card, 2-drop, 3k DP, no inheritable. You can mix and match. You can play 2 of the same. At one point, in the previous build that I had of this, I had a Goblymon in here to have 3. But now we also have Kalumon, who isn't necessarily a rookie, but it plays like one. It can't attack, but you can reduce its cost by 2 if you have a Terriermon in play, or a Renamon, or Impmon, or a Guidomon, but those don't matter here. This is all about Terriermon. So this is a 1-drop, so basically you can just like starve them over at 1 memory by putting this down. And then when you Digivolve, you can suspend this to gain a memory and draw a card and have it gain 3,000 DP for the turn. So it really does help, get over things in the long run. So this is really good to have. On to the level 4s. Our champions. Technically, this is a level 4. It's not necessarily a champion, but this is the Armor Purge Rapidmon. This thing is absolutely insane at dealing with threats. You can Digivolve it for 3 instead of 4 if you're Digivolving from a Terriermon, which in most situations you are. So that's pretty straightforward and solid. And if this would be deleted, you can just trash the top card instead and keep your Terriermon alive. When you Digivolve, you can suspend your opponent's Digimon for every Tamer you have in play, and then 3 of their suspended Digimon get minus 5,000 DP for the turn. So if they go wide with a bunch of little ones, or they're starting to set up, this will just clear their board off. This is a super good card, and it really does put a lot of pressure on it, especially when you get it bigger, too. Increasing the DP with the Terriermon inheritable and everything like that to put it up really high. And Kalumon as well can get pretty big. You can get this thing up to like 10k sometimes. And checking security with Armor Purge at 10k feels really, really good. We've got 4 copies of the new EX2 Gargomon. 5k DP, level 5, 5 drop, 2 evolution cost. But if you have a green tamer in play, you can reduce it by 1, so you can technically like play around it either way. You can either give them 2 or you can give them 1. And then the inheritable, again, when one of their Digimon becomes suspended, plus 2k DP for the turn. So it just increases your dudes, gets them bigger and more buff. And we've got more Gargomon. We've got 4 of the BT3 1-drop evolution copies here. And then, yeah, it gains 1,000 DP for every one of their suspended Digimon. So it can get pretty big for that inheritable, depending on what you have it on and what's going on. And then to round out the level 4s, I've got 2 copies of Arbomon, just to, finish the game off. If you got an unsuspended tamer and they have no checks left, basically you just swing in there for game with the ability to digivolve over a tamer. So a little hybrid action feels pretty good. I like having this in here. Level 5s, we're rocking 2 of the new EX2 Rapidmon. In a really funny world, you can evolve Rapidmon into Rapidmon, and it's stupid and you shouldn't ever do it, but you can, and it's funny. But when digivolving, you have a tamer in play, you can suspend one of their Digimon. And then the inheritable is really good here. During your turn, when they become suspended, you gain security +1, so you could just swing through multiple checks at once if you have this underneath. For the most part, though, we are going to use the Digiburst package to get there faster, suspend our dudes down, and reduce the cost. We got Digisorption on the Argomon, and of course it's busted inheritable, and we're rocking 4 copies of Blossom. In a weird world, if you really wanted another Rapidmon, you could just cut one of the Blossoms for a 3rd Rapid. But I feel like just the Digiburst package and the Digisorption is just so much better, especially when we get to the level 6s, which are next. We are rocking 1 of each different Mega Gargomon. I'm considering putting this up to 3 with another one of the BT3 copies, because it just feels so strong. But we've got the new EX2 one. When digivolving for every green tamer you have, suspend one of their Digimon. They don't unsuspend during the next unsuspend phase, so lock them down, and you basically get 2 turns with this if it's successful and pops off the way it should. And when attacking, you can return one of their suspended Digimon with DP equal to or less than this and put it back in their hand. And of course you trash all the sources and such. So this is really good just because you can get this a lot bigger with everything else all the way through. And if you have the rapid one underneath, of course you're checking multiple security checks. Feels really good, so keep that in mind. That Gargomon's nuts. And also this one is also pretty nuts too. When digivolving, suspend one of their Digimon, it doesn't unsuspend, so this hits all of them for however many tamers you have. This just blanket does 1 and suspends it and locks it down. And then during your turn, if they have a suspended Digimon, you gain security attack +1. So in a weird perfect world, if you have this set up here, you get security +2, and it feels really good. And hopefully you can boost that 11k up, because it's not the strongest when it comes to DP here. 2 more level 6s. We are playing 2 copies of Nidhoggmon. This thing is just insane, honestly. Digiburst 4, and then suspend all of their Digimon with 5,000 DP or less, and then all of their suspended Digimon, no matter if you suspended them or not, or they're 5,000 or less, put them on the bottom of the deck and trash the sources. So this is like a board wipe. And 13k is pretty reasonable when checking into security. I definitely love this card a lot. It feels really good to play it. Tamers. We are playing 3 copies of Henry. 4-drop memory fixer, so you start at 3 every turn. And then when you attack with a Gargomon or a Rapidmon, you can suspend this to suspend one of their Digimon. And that also procs things like the Rapidmon Inheritable and all the pluses and everything from all of the Terriermon along the line as well. So pretty solid. Definitely got to rep the alt arts. I need 1 more still, so I'm trying to get those. Also, I do need to get the winter pack versions of these Gargomons, so I'm really fiending for those. I've got 1 copy of Willis 3-drop on play. You can hatch an egg to an empty space if you have one. But if one of your Digimon would evolve into a Gargomon or a Rapidmon, you can reduce the cost by 1. And so if you already have this in play and you've got this, you can reduce this down to 0. You can do it for free. Feels really good. You can bring this down to a 2-drop on the Rapidmon. This Gargomon becomes free. This becomes a 2-drop on this Rapidmon. I'm considering maybe cutting a Henry and going down to 2 and then upping the Willis to 2. I haven't found it necessary yet, but it feels really cheeky if you're able to do all those things at once. And then last but not least, we got a Mimi. If you have a level 6 in play, you can suspend it to hatch an egg or raise out. So this can also just help you check for game too. And it's another memory fixer. So we have 4 memory fixers basically between the Henry and the Mimi. So definitely at least a good one-off to have. And then options, only 4 of these to round out the deck. We've got 2 copies of Digivolution Plugin S. If you have a Tamer in play, the color requirements doesn't matter, but everything we have, except for Calamon, is green anyways. So it doesn't really matter there. And then for 2, you get to draw 1, and then you can Digivolve into a Digimon that has a cost of 3 or less without playing it. So this is really good to draw an extra card, and if you can combo this with Calamon to draw 2 cards basically after your Digivolution and everything, and your Digivolution return, it feels really good to be able to do this into all of these different options here. Really do enjoy this. We've got 1 copy of Hidden Potential discovered. It's limited to 1 anyway, so you just have to play it, 0 drop, and reduce the cost by 5 by suspending. So it basically just gives Digisorption 5, and this can help you get to a Nidhogg for free if need be, if you spent your memory, just to be able to wipe their board at least, and then hopefully live another day. And then last but not least, we got 1 copy of Green Memory Boost. When you play it, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, take 1 green Digimon and put it in your hand, put the rest on the bottom, and then during the next turn, you can just trash this to gain 2 memory. So pretty straightforward. But this is my current pet deck. I do love Terriermon, Calamon, Gargomon, Rapidmon. I love this whole line. I know maybe someday we'll get lucky and get Rapidmon X. That'd be insane. I know with BT9, I will probably revive like the Gabumon, Garurumon deck with some of the X antibody stuff, but I'll still definitely keep this together and keep working on this. But this is super fun. Again, I'm not like the most competitive Digimon player, but I like trying to play fun archetypes that I like, that I'm attached to with nostalgia. And this is definitely one of them, and it's a side hobby for me. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you like it, let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will occasionally splash Digimon stuff into the current rotation of Pokemon content that we do. If you like both TCGs, awesome. I'm glad I could help you and scratch that Digimon itch on the side of Pokemon. But that'll do it for me. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.